Okay, for number 11, I'm going to go to the whiteboard to do it and talk about things that I can't remember off the top of my head. All right, I'm going to go to the whiteboard. And one thing I can't remember, for some reason, maybe because I'm not around it too often, I really don't spend much time with this subject. But if someone said, arctan, and someone said, gee, I wonder what its Maclaurin series is for that, I'm going to say, offhand, I don't know. But what I want to do is I want to write down things I do know. All right, let me write this over here. So I know the Maclaurin series for this one over here. All right, let me write it down for you. And, for sort of peacefully too. 1 minus a minus x squared, like that. And what would you get over there? 1 minus x squared plus x 4. I think you get the idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing that geometric, and that geometric is 1 over 1 minus u is 1 plus u squared plus u cubed plus yada, yada, yada. What's the next one going to be? Minus x to the 6, and you could do this forever. All right? So someone says, why would you have done that? Well, one reason I would have done it is I could integrate that guy now. And if you integrate this guy, let me write this down for you. The integration of 1 over 1 plus x squared dx, integration 1 minus x squared plus x4 minus x6 plus yada, 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 I can kind of do that too. All right, and there's a pattern to it. So what do you get over here? You get the arctan. We'll go back to the question in a second, by the way. I'm just saying things I can't remember. You know what? I better put a constant c there. I don't know what the c is. What do you get here? X minus x cubed over 3 plus x5 over 5 minus x7 over 7. And I believe that's also quite predictable. All right? I need to pick an x now that's easy for me to evaluate the right-hand side to figure out what the c is on the left-hand side. I would pick x to be 0. So if x is 0, what do you get? You would get c, because the arctan is 0, 0, is equal to 0. So there is no c. c is 0. It's disappeared. Then you have an eraser out, and now I know the series for, I know the series for arctangent. Now someone says, well, I knew that anyway. Why would I go through that? You wouldn't go through that then. You would say, I know it. Why go through that if you know it? What I want to do is, do the problem now. So what the problem is, it's e to the x. I'll write this over here. Well, you know what I should write down first before I do that? The arctan of u. Is going to be u minus u cubed over 3 plus u5 over 5 minus u7 over 7 plus, it's very predictable. All right? So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to write the problem down what they want. What do they want to do? F of x is equal to e to the x times the arctan of 4x. I'm going to write this down. Let's multiply it out. It's going to be 1 plus x squared over 2 factorial plus x cubed over 3 factorial plus, I'll say yada, yada, yada. All right? Times the arctan of 4x. Well, let's write that down. It's going to be 4x minus 4x cubed over 3 plus 4x to the 5th power over 5 minus, I'm just going to put yada, yada, yada. Now, so what are you going to try to do now? I want to do a 4th degree polynomial for this, all right? And I have to look at that and wonder how far I have to go. And I'm going to say over here is that, looking at it, I got to write something down there, right? That I need to multiply together. Now, we have some experience with this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, it's 1 plus x squared over 2 factorial. 2 factorial is just 2, plus x cubed over 3 factorial, which is 6. I wouldn't write down x4, by the way. And the reason for that, if I multiply the first term, I get a 5th degree polynomial, and I don't want that. Now, what do you get over here? Let's write this down. Well, certainly 4x is going to have to be there. That'll give me a fourth degree polynomial. And then I'm going to write this one down as well, which is 4x cubed, but I'm not going to write the fifth degree rundown. What's 4 cubed? It's 64. X cubed over 3. I'm going to do that multiplication. And let's take a look at that. And when I say I do it multiplication, only the terms that are degree 4 and below. That's the only terms I'm going to put down. Let's put the 4x down. I'm going to put down T4 now. I'll multiply by 4x. Unless you're doing it backwards. Yeah, in this case I am. 4x times 1 is 4x. Plus 4x squared. Plus, let's be careful, 4x times x squared over 2 would be 2x cubed. Then what do we get? Plus, you certainly get x4, and then you get 4 over 6, which would be 2/3. That's done. Let's multiply by this guy over here. And what do you get there? You're going to get minus 64 x cubed over 3. Then what do you get? You're going to get minus 64 over 3 x to the 4th power. But I'm stopping there. So why are you stopping there? If I keep going, the degree of the term's going to be 5. I'm not going to do that. What do I do now? Well, I guess I add those together. And what do you get? We'll look at the key later. Mistakes happen in these problems, by the way. And I really mean in abundance. And I'm going to say 2 is the same thing as 6 over 3. So I got 6 over 3 minus 64 over 3, which is going to give you 58/3. Minus 58/3. My eraser out, erase this business over here. Let's do the next one. What's that going to give you? That's going to give you minus 62/3. And this is what we're looking for, a 4th degree polynomial approximation of the function we just given. And what are we going to do over here? I really mean this. Look at the answer key. And if you're not getting the same answer, there's got to be something wrong somewhere. But I'm seeing 4x. I'm seeing 4x squared. I'm seeing minus 58/3 of an x cubed. And I'm seeing minus 62/3 of an x4. And that does go on, but they want the 4th degree polynomial. Thank you.